Hello everyone, this is Miss Salome's Learning Corner. We are still doing the book How to Train Up a Child by me, by Minister Salome Ikem. Go get your copies, okay? Okay, so I will just doing reading time and explanation, just for the benefit of everyone, so we learn from each other. Like I always say, it takes a village to train up a child, so don't say I know it all. We as parents, we are learning every day. Okay, so now we are in chapter 8 that says stop comparing your child. Stop comparing your child. Sometimes we do it unconsciously, and that's ideal of good child is stick in our head. We know what we want to see, and sometimes we see it in another child and we want to compare our child. Oh, didn't you see Jack is doing that and you are not doing it? But it is very, very wrong. Your child is your child. Everybody have their flaws. Okay, stop comparing your child with another, even with their siblings. Number one, it discourages them. When you comparing them with another, it discourages them. It brings their self-worth down. Okay, so we should stop it. It brings jealousy, brings hatred. It makes, when we are comparing them with another, it makes them to hate the other person, even if it's their siblings, if they are brothers and sisters. It makes them to hate them. So it is very, very wrong when we compare them with another. Like I said, sometimes we parents, we do it unconsciously, but we should be conscious in what we say to them, because it sticks in their head. It brings their self-worth down. So we should stop. It brings their self-esteem down. We should stop comparing our child with another. You can give them a good example, but don't compare them. Say, oh, don't you see this is doing that? No, I always tell my child, choose the good example. Take the good example, but don't compare them, even with their siblings at home. Don't compare them. Every child have their own style. Every child have their own attitude. They have how God built them. Let's try to get the best out of them. Advise them rightly, but don't compare them, because you might not know even the depth of what the other person is going through or what they are doing. We are just seeing the outside, and to us as parents, because we have that ideal good child in our head, what we want to see, and sometimes we just conclude. But it is very wrong when we compare our children with another. It brings their self-worth down, their self-esteem down, So it is very, very wrong. We are doing more harm than good. We are doing more harm. It is better for us to advise, to talk to them, than to compare them with another. It is very, very wrong. Let us stop comparing our children with another. Let us see what is said in the Bible about this. Okay? Let us see what is said in the Bible about it. I see comparing our children. It's here. I said 2 Corinthians 10 verse 12. Not that we dare to clarify or compare ourselves with some of those who are commending themselves, but when they measure themselves by one another and compare themselves with another, they are without understanding. For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I will not be a servant of Christ. So it is very wrong. Biblically, it is wrong for us to compare our children with another. So if you are a parent, you are doing that, let us try our best to stop it. Sometimes, like I said, we do it unconsciously. So anytime you want to do it, sometimes I'm tempted to do it. Sometimes the child will make you mad. You are tempted to do it, but just think before you say it. Think before you talk. Always think before you talk. Because whatever you say, you're not going to swallow it again. And that child hear it. That child hears it. It's going to go forever. That is what is going to be in their memory. Oh, maybe my mommy thinks that person is better than me. So you see, so it's messed up their brains, it messed up their self-esteem. So we should be very careful what we say to our kids. Let us stop comparing our child with another. I'm gonna leave you right here. Like I always say, go get your copies. This book will tell you details on how to train up our children. Like I said, we as parents, we are learning every day. Every day. We are learning every day. We are getting there by God's grace. May God help us to train our child in the way of the Lord, so when they get old, they will not depart from it. I am Miss Salome again. God bless you.